20 minutes before the hour. The Lansing State Journal is reporting this morning that plans to build condominiums near the new Lansing City Market might be scuttled, and a plan to renovate the Marshall Street Armory will be scaled back because the City Council yesterday, in a controversial move, voted down incentives to help finance the projects. Pat Gillespie was, the supporter and developer of these projects. The paper is saying that they might be scuttled. Are they now scuttled because of what the City Council did yesterday?
Well, the City Market project, the marketplace we call it, is definitely scuttled.
Off the table.
Off the table.
That beautiful development down there with apartments and restaurants and mixed use and everything right next to the City Market on the river, across from the accident fund. Dead.
The reason that the new City Market was built and part of the development agreement was so that we could build housing on the river, 180 to 200 units, and have possible hotels, possible retail. We turned a plan into the city so that we could clean up the environmental contamination through a brownfield plan and proceed with financing and building plans and get rolling in the summer of 2011. And last night we were told that I guess they don't want $22 million worth of development and all of the local jobs that come with that. And we're confused and befuddled as to why. In today's times, you wouldn't.
What happened?
Well, they basically said we don't approve this plan. It was a 4-4 vote, so 4 people voted for it, 4 people voted against it, and there really wasn't much of a reason as to why it was voted against, other than we want to see more discussions with union labor in order for it to be amenable to the City Council.
Was union labor going to be involved?
Union labor is going to be involved. I've had many discussions saying this is residential housing. Residential housing is not usually built with a project labor agreement. It's not a Sparrow Hospital building or an accident fund building. I would like to, do a percentage of union work, 40 to 50%. Let's work together, focusing on local work. And at each time I was told if it's not 100% PLA, then we're not interested. We'd rather see the deal go away than only get 40 to 50%. A percentage is not an option. So I don't know where I go from there. I made it available. The project's not feasible to do residential housing with the project labor agreement, so it was not feasible for me to do it.
Doesn't that sort of make the union the government's construction company then?
That's your thought, not mine. But I mean, read into it. It's hard for me to develop today because of financing and the markets, let alone adding another layer of bureaucracy and direction and layers of permitting is tough.
We're getting lots of texts and emails this morning. People are pretty upset about this, needless to say, and especially those who support Lansing. They live here. They believe in it. Here's one of them right here. The politicians say they're looking for ways to welcome business to the area. Then when business starts to move in, they do everything they can to slam the door. This makes absolutely no sense except for the money flow from the unions for their own self-interests of re-election.
My phone and email and text yesterday and this morning is going. I mean, developers from around the city, from around the state, they're texting saying Lansing's closed for business. What the heck went on? I thought that project was something that the city would want. Columbus, Indianapolis, San Antonio would welcome a project like this. They would use their brownfield tools like Detroit and Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids are doing to revitalize their riverfront and to clean up environmental sites. Why would they turn that down? And by turning it down last night, the city gave up $1 million grant that we had from the state to clean up the site and a $900,000 Michigan business tax credit that was available. So almost $2 million in money to help clean the site up went away due to last night's decision, let alone the $30 million worth of jobs.
And selfishly, from the union standpoint, they lost 50% of a project.
That was exactly what went on.
Where was the mayor in all of this?
The mayor's been supportive the entire time. He's been, people say he's running for governor. He's probably too busy. He's been fully engaged. He's been a big supporter. He texted me a couple times last night after the meeting. Hang in there. Lansing does want to see development. We want to see jobs. We want to see the economy grow. I'm there. Let me see what I can do to help. So he's always there in the corner. Whenever business is concerned, he's in the corner.
So what happens to that site now?
I don't know what happens because I thought the city wanted housing. That was the plan. I think that's what the market demands. We're full here at the Stadium District. We're full at Pruden. We could fill those housing units in probably 30 days.
Wow.
And it would be a dramatic success. So if they don't want that, I don't know what they want. It's going to be a parking lot for a while now. I don't know for how long. Is it a year or 10 years? I don't know. But if they don't want that, I don't know what they do want. I don't think we need any more parking ramps on the river. I don't think we need any more state office buildings on the river. I was told, and the plan has been for the last 2.5 years to build housing on the river. That's what we brought. That's what we asked for, and we were told that's not what we're not going to approve that. So what they want, I was not told. So we'll find out.
Is there any way it can be saved, or are you totally out now?
I don't know how it can be saved. I need the city to approve the brownfield plan so that we can clean up the environmental site. And without that, I mean, there's a couple of $1 million worth of environmental cleanup there. We have that state grant, and in order to get the Michigan business tax credits to help clean it up in the TIF, the city needed to do their part, which was to say yes and move it forward last night. So I don't know where we go from
I know that people were writing letters. There were people showing up at the meeting. The city council ignored them all.
There was 180 emails or letters that went in support from business owners, developers that have future projects downtown that have said, if this is the process that we have to go through, then count us out. And I guess they either didn't get read or maybe ignored.
Sorry about the news. And thanks for everything you do downtown. It's got to feel like a slap in the face.
It's frustrating. We've committed our company to be here. 90% of our work, we want to revitalize downtown, and to be told on both projects we're not interested in having you do that makes you think twice about doing the next 3.
Pat Gillespie, the president of the Gillespie Group. Shocking news this morning from the state capitol. 14 before the hour, it's Michael Patrick Shields.